Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial using Anastasia Beverly Hills brand new Riviera palette. So first I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm using the Too Faced primer and I'm just going to prime my eyes first. Now that my eyes are primed, I'm going to go into the palette. I'm going to start with Canes, I think, or Canes. It's the purple shade, and I'm using this Colourpop brush. I'm not exactly sure what brush it is, but it's a nice little tapered brush, and I'm going to go in to my outer corner. Sorry, the video does get a little bit blurry here, unfortunately, but it's cool. Anyways, so I'm just going to build that in the outer corner, and I'm going to bring it into my crease as well. So I'm patting it in because it is a very pigmented shade and I don't want to just go fluff it all over the place. So I'm working really hard and just patting it in to the crease and just going to keep patting it in, building up the color so that it will show up in there. Now the shade, like I said before, it's very pigmented. So I wanted to be careful and work slowly and just keep going at it and keep patting because I want to make sure that you can see the color when the look is finished. Also, this part, it does look like it's going to be messy, but don't worry. It's one of those looks where it looks kind of weird before the final part. So it looks like you're like, ugh, what is that? But no, it's going to look good, I promise. So now I'm going to go into Monte Carlo and I'm taking a Morphe brush. I think it's the E9 brush. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out that purple area in the crease. So I want to just blend out the harsh line there and just kind of add some color, pink color to the crease. I'm also going to continue to blend, just making sure that I blend all of this into the crease because I don't want it to look, I don't want to have any harsh lines. So I made sure to keep blending. So this part, I did blend for a very long time to the point where my arm did start to hurt a little bit. So I made sure just to fast forward this part a little bit, but I want to make sure that you all know that this part, I did spend a lot of time blending the Monte Carlo and the Canes part. So now I'm going to take Coastline, and this is a Wet n Wild crease brush. And it doesn't really show up that much, but I wanted to just add it in just to keep blending in those two colors together. So it's more of a lighter pink shade, and I put it into the crease just to make sure that I blend out the purple in the Monte Carlo with the other pink shade, just to make sure that everything is blended together. So now I'm taking that same shade, it's called Coastline, and I'm going to put that on my lid. And I put that on my lid first because I'm going to go in with another shade on my lid as well. But I wanted to make sure to just bring in the pink to this look and have the pink and purple kind of blend together. Top of that with Bahamas, and I think putting the first shade down made Bahamas pop a little bit more actually, so that's why I put that shade down first. But I'm going in with Bahamas and Coastline on the lid, and then I'm actually going to put one of the shimmer shades in the palette on top. And the reason I put down this pink shade first is because I wanted to have kind of like a pink undertone because I'm not using I'm using more of the purpley shimmer shade. So I wanted to make sure that I just wanted a little undertone of pink on the lid so that it kind of pulls the whole look together. So now I'm blending. I didn't add any more powder to this brush. I'm just blending a little bit more just to make sure that everything's together. So now I'm taking this NYX Glitter Primer and I'm putting it on my lid on top of the pink shade that I had, just to help the glitter shade pop a little bit more. Mediterranean, and I really love this shimmer shade. I think it's really pretty. Remember, look into the camera. Okay. Sorry. So anyway, I'm putting that on top of all the colors that I put down, and I think that the Bahamas and the coastline underneath those two pink shades really made this one have more of a pink undertone, and I think it really pulled the look together. I really like this shimmer shade. I think it's really beautiful. Little crease brush. I'm not exactly sure where it's from, but it's just a really small crease brush, and I'm just going in and blending out all the edges that the mattes in the shimmer shade. I'm going back in with that Colourpop brush and going back into Cane's or Cane's, the deep purple shade that we first put down, and I'm just deepening the outer V again and bringing it into the crease a little bit more, just so you can see that purple in there. Going back into Monte Carlo just to blend out the edges again. This look is really just about a lot of blending, just to make sure that everything looks blended. Oh, and there I added some Fenty Flyliner. I don't want to do my wings on camera because I'm really bad at it and it takes me a long time. Now I'm moving on to my face, and this is the Touch and Soul No Poreblem Primer, so I'm going to use that to prime my face. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I have mine in the shade Butterscotch. This is one of my favorite concealers since last year and this year. It's just been, I just love this concealer. I think it blends into the skin really well. It has a natural finish. I think it's a really great concealer, and it looks really good with this foundation as well. The sponge I'm using, by the way, is from Bakerie. They have some really great products. And now I'm using the flower powder from Bakerie. I have the yellow setting powder. This powder is so good. I would highly recommend this powder. It's really great, and I think it really just kind of gives my pores kind of like a blurred effect, and it really brightens the under eyes. It looks really great. Every time I wear this powder, people are like, wow, you look so good, and I'm like, thank you, it's Bakerie. I did my brows off camera, and I just used the Benefit Goof brow. So yeah, so after brows, I moved on back to my eyes, and I'm gonna take this black Colourpop eyeliner, I think it's in the shade Swerve, and put that in my lower lash line. Now I'm going back into the palette, and I'm taking that deep purple shade again. I'm gonna smudge this on the lower lash line as well. And then I'm taking just a smaller, fluffier brush and then putting Monte Carlo and just kind of blending out that deep purple line. And I like having those two colors on the bottom lash line because I think it really connects to the top too, and it kind of brings the whole look all together. So now for mascara, I'm using the Milk Cosmetics Kush Mascara. And this is actually my first time using this mascara. I just bought it last week. And so far, I really like it. I think it's a really nice mascara. The only thing is that the wand is really big. Like the brush on the wand is huge. Like look how big that is. It's like as big as my eye. But I think it's a really great mascara. And it's supposed to be, I can't remember what it has ingredients that it's supposed to condition your lashes and just make your lashes nicer and softer. So I think it's a really good mascara. I really like it so far. And then for my bottom lash line, I do not know why I just made that face. But for my bottom, I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and I like to use this on the bottom lash lines because it's such a small wand, and I am so clumsy that I would definitely drop. Like if I had a big mascara wand, I would get it all over my face. But moving on to bronzer, I'm taking the Anastasia bronzer, and I'm not exactly sure what shade I have. I cannot remember at this moment, but it is the darkest one, I think. And I'm just going to bronze up the skin with that. I'm using this really nice tapered E.L.F. brush that I really love. It's like $3. It's a great brush. Blush, I'm taking this E.L.F. Primer Infused blush, and it's in Always Spicy. I really love this blush. I got it a few weeks ago, and I've been loving this blush. I put a little bit too much, so yeah, I had to blend that out because I put a little too much. But it's a really great blush. I got 2 shades from them, and I think it's a really good blush. It's really nice. It's long-lasting, great. I don't know if Primer Infused has made it that way, but it's a nice blush and I love it. So I had to blend that out a little bit. But for highlight, I'm going in with an oldie that I love. It's the Master Chrome highlighter from Maybelline, and it's the Molten Gold one. And it's one of my favorite highlights. It's affordable, really great, and you know, good little glow to the skin. So I just put that on my cheekbones and my upper lip and my nose. And I also went ahead and put it in my inner corners as well, just to give a little pop to the eyes, and I think it made the look come even more together. So then I was gonna go in with this Colourpop lip liner, but then I realized I didn't set my face, so then I didn't. Do you see? Watch. I like had a realization. I was like, wait a minute. I went in, I forgot to go in with setting spray. I have like a whole routine thing. If I get out of whack, it'll mess me up. So I went in with my Morphe setting spray, Continuous Mist setting spray, which is probably the best setting spray, and it's affordable. I love it. It just brings everything together. I think it looks really great. So now I'm actually gonna go in with the Colourpop lip liner in BFF3. It's a nice brown lip. And then I'm taking Tansy from Colourpop, which is one of their Ultra Satin lips. At first I went in with a different color, but it was really throwing me off. Like the color scheme was not going together. So I just went in with a nice brown lip, and just gonna put that all over my lips. And yeah, this is the final look. I really love this look. I think it's something that I stepped out of my comfort zone. Usually I go with, you know, warm golds and orange type of colors, but I love this purple look, and I love the Riviera palette. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come back again.